Marrying highly educated working women will be one of the worst decisions you will ever make in your life. Those are not my thoughts. I think it's crap.
You have to stimulate my intellect before you can stimulate my loins. The mistake most men make in life is assuming that women reason like men. Women want men that are better than them. Make no mistake about it. No woman wants a man that she's on the same level with.
Welcome to the Black Table. We are live on TVC. I know what you're thinking right now. You're wondering, who is this handsome young gentleman that's hosting the Black Table tonight instead of your regular host, Olamide Oshofa? Fortunately, Olamide Oshofa is somewhere else trying to conceive more children. But I am here tonight live to take you guys on for the next 1 hour. This is the Black Table, a man cave, a table that we shook so much it turned black. And we have so many discussions for you tonight. And as usual, I'm not the only handsome gentleman on the table. We have other great gentlemen on the show as well. If you're in a relationship as we speak, the question tonight is how long you should be in that relationship before you eventually get married. Joining me in tonight's discussions on my left is a man that has been on the show before and is renowned for so many activities. Mr. Akin joins us on the Black Table tonight. You're welcome.
Oh, thank you very much.
And I'll also let you know the connection between him and another member on the Black Table tonight as well. The premium MC is here with us tonight. As everyone should have a deck in his life, we have a deck on the show tonight. Mr. Deck is with us on the Black Table. Welcome, Deck.
Gang.
My man.
You're in the zone tonight,
I'm in
man.
the zone.
You're in the zone.
I'm in the
You're
zone.
doing well. Thank you so
I've
much.
had some of this.
You know, it's really flowing, you know. Thank
And
you so much. Good
This
evening,
is what
everyone.
it's all about.
I know.
When men come together and they have certain discussions, and sometimes, you know, when we're here feeling the vibe, the person at the bar always feels as if he's been left out.
I'm telling you.
Until they bring
it to,
until they introduce
you
him,
know, into the mix.
What would the Black Table be without riches? The rich uncle joins us on the show tonight. Welcome, rich uncle,
So I was
Mr. Femi.
I was expecting that the dry run
Yeah.
was going to be better than the real thing.
Yeah,
But
the real thing was
you're
better.
made for this.
Yeah.
Come on. It's a natural.
No,
Yes.
you're made for this.
And Femi looks good at the bar.
Come
I always
on.
look good,
He's
bro.
not
What you
good.
talking
He
about?
actually looks like a real barman with his shirt.
Like, at this
With his
point-
shirt.
No, but at this point, every week we got the roll dice for Ogodeva.
Yeah,
I swear, we got the roll dice. Like, it's not your permanent thing anymore.
it's not anymore.
It's not, no.
You know, I was going to add something that, you know, Mr. Akin right here is actually the gentleman that literally put my face on TV for the first time ever in my life.
That's the
Yes,
connection.
the first time in my
That's the
life.
connection.
First time I ever showed on TV, it was
Akin,
this.
tell
It
you
was this man.
Mr. Akin,
Wait. What
Bro,
is Mr. Akin?
Mr. Akin, well done, sir. My
Account
God.
to right?
Send your account.
I don't even want to send
He
money.
owes
I
you
want
money.
Bitcoin.
Send your
I've owed you money
account.
for over like how many years now?
Don't worry, I'll pay.
You said you want Bitcoin.
I want Bitcoin.
Back in the day when you put him on TV, there was no such thing.
There was Bitcoin.
So we have to backdate
There's
it
no
to.
Bitcoin.
You know
Oh,
There was
There's
Bitcoin.
no
We
Bitcoin.
just
It's
read
like
video
forever.
about you.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break right now. When we come back, the Black Table is going to be on point. Don't forget, you can follow us on socials as well and be a part of the show as usual. We'll be taking your questions before the show wraps up. We'll be touching a couple of topics before we get to our main discussion, which is all about how long you should be in a relationship before you eventually get married. Don't go anywhere. Fill your glasses. This is the Black Table. We'll be right back. You're welcome back. This is the Black Table. Our discussion tonight is how long you should be in a relationship before you eventually get married. But before we get there, let's have some other minor discussions. Now, on the panel tonight are some people that may have political aspirations in the future, and some have delved into politics just a little bit. And I would love to hear their take on what I'm about to say. Now, what are your views on ex-governors in the Senate that are still collecting pensions as ex-governors while they are sitting senators? Let me start with somebody that has more political value. My man here, the diplomatic Mr. Deck.
I was hoping you were not going to start from here because, you know, that heat will be too much when it goes around, you know. You know, the thing is this. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it or anything like that, and I'm not going to be as diplomatic as I usually am, you know, on a normal day. I have to say it as it is. Now, why is he so keen on this conversation?
I'm wondering what's going on. What did you guys give him? What did you guys give him?
The way he was looking at me, I was like, I really want to hear what he wants to say, you know. All right, so the thing is, you know,
Nice polo, by the way.
Yeah.
really, you know, because it's your stuff, right?
No, I'm just saying, bro.
All right, so, you know, the thing is this, right? I just feel like it is important to understand that we are in a very lopsided society. Now, there's so many things that happen that seem to be abnormal in a normal society. Because make it make sense to me. How does it make sense for an ex-governor to even come back to the House, that's the House of Assembly, as a senator? So they have turned the Senate into a retirement plan. And then whilst they are doing that and they're still getting money, they're still getting paid out of taxpayer money, out of the little that we're obviously getting, you know, from the carcass that we have left of oil. So for me, personally, I don't think it makes any sense in any way. I don't know how you would want to explain this to me that it would make sense that a sitting senator who is an ex-governor is still getting pension from being an ex-governor whilst still collecting salary as a sitting senator and several allowances. Now, let me quickly digress, and I'll end my argument after I finish what I'm about to say.
Go ahead.
We keep, you know, it's very interesting how we complain, you know, or the government claims to be victims, that, you know, victims of the fact that, you know, the past government embezzled money, you know, people carted away, you know, public funds, people misappropriated funds, or people took money out of government coffers and what have you. But how come we always blame, or we always give the responsibility of suffering to the masses? Why is it that we never go to those people who actually took those monies and, you know, retrieve part of them back, or at least collect our money back? Because obviously it's not money.
Very interesting question.
No, because for me, I'm trying to understand, because, I mean, we're saying this, and you're saying that, okay, everybody has to tighten their belts. These people
But they
did not even eat out of the money that was stolen now.
They don't even wear belts.
Do you understand what I'm
It's
saying?
elastic band.
What are you saying?
I want to jump to somebody that has actually delved into politics a little bit and hear what his thoughts are, because a lot of people feel like an ex-governor has his entitlements, right? Now he happens to be in the Senate. So what are your thoughts on that?
Okay, so I'm going to go a little bit out of the X-way, and practically it's going to hate me for this, but I'm just going to be frank as I can be, because my late uncle was also an ex-governor. Okay. So I've been there, in quote and unquote. So first of all, no matter where you go, Senate, whatever, you're still an ex-governor. That status is still as an ex-governor. There are perks to that. And you become a senator. Now, also remember, down the line, if you go to the other side of the world, as in you die or you leave the earth, the state is still going to bury you.
True.
That is still one of the perks. So, fine, you're saying they should not collect, so that means state should not do that. I think Johnson died of recent. It was Lagos State that took over, Mobala Johnson, right? Lagos State took over that because it was the former governor of Lagos State. So, okay, now, going back to this topic, as long as you are an ex-governor and a senator, the thing I may just say is that maybe all your perks should practically be reduced or cut into half or whatever, because no matter what, you are still an ex-governor, you have a right, you have a perk, it's your entitlement. It's already part of the constitution, part of the budget.
Can't you put your entitlement on hold?
Now, it now depends on that person, that individual. If he decides that, you know what, I don't want this to be given to me. But here's another question. What happens after Senate? Will they say, okay, Coco, please, can you come back to my entitlements? Depending, I'm not there, I'm not them. But I'm just saying I'm just talking about from both left and right. So what happens after the senatorial appointment or senatorial elective position? So we now call the state, please, I want my perks back. Because remember something, here's the truth. I wish I could say it to Yoruba. Like,
you can, but you just translate.
As the money is not even enough for the rich. And I'm going to tell you something like this. Like, even meet Dangote today, put a 5,000 into an envelope for Dangote, he's still going to collect it. He's not going to say, I don't worry. He's going to collect it, practically give his PA, but at least the fact that he collected it, first of all, he goes, I know, don't worry, I'm rejecting it.
I like the fact that you mentioned Dangote, because I'm about to pick the brain of a man who's heading in that direction industry-wise. Mr. Femi, please share with us your thoughts on this
First
dilemma.
of all, in Nigeria, political office is too juicy, too
Lego.
juicy for people to not have ulterior motives, right? And that's the way the system is set up. It's not anybody's fault, right? That's the way the system is set up. Now, if you want to be a politician and you want to be a sincere politician, there's something called sincerity of purpose. So if I'm an ex-governor, right, and by one stroke of luck, I find myself in the Senate, as a morally upright human being, I should say, you know what, this one is okay. People will keep that one. But then again, because I'm a business person, I understand that there are some things, because I had this conversation with someone a couple of years back, and I was like, saving money in government is actually not really the way to go. Oh, we have austerity measures, let's try and spend less. No. What you need to do is make more. Because it doesn't matter how much you spend if you are making more than what you need, right? But I always, without a doubt in my soul, I don't think Nigerian politicians have the interest of the masses at heart. I'm going to be honest.
I will agree with you on that.
That's it. That's it.
I have to agree with you on that.
I mean,
Which is similar to something you said, because at the end of the day, when you're pushing an agenda telling people to tighten their pockets,
Do you understand
to
what I'm saying?
adjust and do certain things, we don't see the people in power making a sacrifice and saying, we are also going to adjust. We are also going to reduce certain things. Because pension has been a big deal in the civil service, in the police, and so many areas in the country
I'm
as
so
well.
sorry.
Go ahead.
You know, I'm so sorry to interject. I think it was last week, or I mean this week we're ending right now, that I think some pensioners were rejoicing that I think Governor Alex Oti paid their pensions after so many years. Now, we have people who are working hard to feed their families just to survive, all right? They have worked for so many years, and, you know, your saddle responsibility of making sure that their pensions are paid. These are people, this is not that I want to work for you. I have already done the work.
Yeah.
Just pay me what I'm owed,
What I'm owed, yeah.
all right? And they had been owed for that long. And we're literally sitting down here talking about the fact that somebody who was an ex-governor is now a senator, and we're arguing whether or not he should be paid pension as a governor while still making money as a senator. Come on now.
But
What are we talking
remember,
about?
But no, let's not forget the basis of pensions. Pensions basically means you are no longer in active employment
Retired.
and you're getting
Do you
compensated
understand what I'm
for that.
saying? This person is still in active employment
But that's-
with a lot of salary and what's it called?
Perks and stuff like that.
You know,
Incentives,
allowances and what
allowances.
have you, incentives and what have you.
but let me
Now,
cap-
to
let
even
me-
think that they are
let me
even
wrap
paid
this
for
up.
people who work with them.
Let me
Come on
wrap.
now.
Let me
Let's
wrap.
be realistic.
Let me wrap this up and put Deck on the spot before I do that to you guys.
Yes, please.
If you were an ex-governor, what would you do? And you were in the Senate, what would you do?
If I was an ex-governor,
Yes.
I would ask them to stop that pension.
But, and you
If
won't
I'm
come
a
back,
decent
and
human
you won't
being.
come back to it.
I'm not coming
after-
back to it because
Okay.
don't forget that as an ex-senator too, I'm sure that there are perks that comes with it as well. So are you going to be collecting ex-governor pension and be collecting ex-senator pension?
So-
Because you know that once a senator is always a senator. I hope you know that. So what you're saying now is that if as an ex-governor I should collect pension, then when I'm out of office as a senator, I should continue collecting that. Come on now, let's be
So
realistic.
Big Uncle just said something about moral obligation, right? That is your moral obligation. People say things differently. What is 6 to you may be 9 to me. So yes, moral obligation, morally, you are right.
But your stand is you're entitled to it, so you should keep getting it.
No. My stand is constitution. It's on the constitution, but I can decide to say, you know what, take it off.
But
I
would
don't
you?
want it. Is that-
You look like somebody that would love your pension to continue.
No. I'm not going to give you an answer to that, right? But yes, moral obligation because
The question is it
it's
right?
politics.
No.
Politician.
No,
This
Mr.
guy
King,
is-
is it right? That's the question. Is it right?
Is it morally? Is it constitutionally
Is it right?
In what sense? In
Now,
what sense
let
is
me-
it
let me
right?
ask you- let me ask you a
Morally,
question.
objectively, in what sense? You can't just say, is it right? It's
so
open.
in Nigeria as we speak
Uh-huh.
right now, we are practically not making money on oil right now because most of our income is going
Alright.
into debt,
Let me okay.
settlement.
So let's wrap
right?
this up. Let's wrap this up. No, let's wrap this up.
Is it right?
Let me wrap this up real quick. Somebody said on a post on socials about you cannot compare this to a civil service or a regular 9-to-5 job where you have to put in 30 years plus
Absolutely.
before you retire and collect pensions.
Absolutely.
We're looking at gubernatorial positions whereby it's either 4 years or 8 years maximum. And then they're collecting these pensions that are higher than people that have dedicated themselves to the service of the country over a span of 30 years. We're talking about 3 decades here. So I think morally it is only right for one individual that has already made so much over the period of being a governor to basically consider it a sacrifice and plowing back into the nation. So I think they should just scrap it.
Absolutely.
So constitutionally,
Now, on the
let
other
they scrap
hand,
it.
if I'm just going to, butter up the excesses of government, I would say, okay, fine. You know what?
All right.
If you're going to maintain your gratuity or your pension, okay, no problem. As an ex-governor, if you're going to be in the Senate, pay the pension
Back to
for
the state.
no, pay the pension for
Let's move on.
the highest level in the civil service
Okay.
to an ex-governor.
All right, let's move on.
It's that
Because
simple.
Some of us might be governors in future.
So,
Shout out to
hold
Femi.
on, hold on. Before we move on, you guys realize that governors have something called security votes.
Yes.
Yes.
You know what security vote is?
Yes.
Money that you don't have to explain how you spend.
Yes. Yes.
As
Well,
in-
not wait. Let
That
me
is
wait.
while
Let me,
you are-
let me hold.
while-
Let me
while
hold
you're
you
in
there.
office.
It doesn't say you don't have to explain.
You don't. That's
No,
why.
not that you don't have
No,
to
it has the
explain.
budget.
You can
It has the
give
figure.
any explanation.
No. Security
It's how it
vote.
goes.
Security vote. But see, that's why I say Nigeria is a Netflix series. The security vote, by definition, is money that you use to make sure that your state is calm and quiet.
Yes.
So, let's say, for example, my security vote is 500 million a month, right? I do not have to account for how I spent that
like
500 million.
Okay.
Femi, what
I
are
can
you saying?
give it-
Femi, what are you saying? Wait, let me ask you a question.
Let's move.
Which
We have
money?
to move.
Which money in Nigeria is not security vote?
Wait.
No,
but
let's
let's
no, but
let's move. Let's
no,
move.
no, before we
tell
move,
me that which
let's
one
move.
is not security
before
vote.
we move, no, but before
Black
we move,
table has security vote. Just in case you're wondering. Let's
who
move.
they collect the security
Let's-
vote? Because
it's not
I
me.
ain't saying it.
I'm not the regular host. I'm the next
so
host.
now allow me to-
Next time
Let's-
we ask the producer.
Let's move. Let's move into.
Wait, but are you sure that Black table has security vote?
I was joking.
Ask the
Let's
producer.
move. Now, the next topic is very, very delicate. And when we come back, we will talk more about this because it involves the gentlemen on the table and their wives and your potential wives as well. So fill your glasses because some of us need to, and we'll be back in a bit. It's the Black Table. Stay tuned. You're welcome back. Hope your glasses are filled. Before we get to our main topic tonight, which is about how long you should be in a relationship before you get married, we want to touch on a topic that's quite similar to those of you guys who are still dating and have not yet made that decision. I'm going to put my men on the table on the spotlight because people believe there are red flags in relationships and there are green flags. Now, somebody decided that this was a red flag and would like to hear your thoughts before the end of the show and the thoughts of the people on the table. It says, marrying highly educated working women will be one of the worst decisions you will ever make in your life. Once again, marrying highly educated working women will be one of the worst decisions you will ever make in your life. Those are not my thoughts. Those are some of the thoughts on social media.
But what are your thoughts?
All the people here are married.
Bro, what are
And I
your
know
thoughts?
all your wives are
Bro,
highly educated.
hey, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts,
Yeah.
I think it's crap.
What's crap?
That somebody would feel that an educated woman is a threat to him. Those are my thoughts. I feel a woman's education, a woman's career goals, a woman's decision to be on a certain level in her life shouldn't dictate how you feel as a man to say it is a worse decision.
There's actually a certain level of insecurity, bro.
Yeah, it's
So
just
exactly.
basically
Thank you.
insecurity.
So we're going to start with you,
Yeah.
Femi.
Yeah.
What do you think about this? Highly educated working women in relationships.
So first of all, if I'm going to be honest, as a woman, you have to.
You're a woman now.
No, I
When
said,
did that change
As a
happen?
woman,
I mean,
what I want to say.
Okay.
They could log the TV station, so I won't say it.
Okay, go ahead.
No, but the reality is, as a woman, for me, you have to stimulate my intellect before you can stimulate my loins.
You didn't have to point.
I need to write that
We
down.
know where your loins are.
I need to write that down.
What's the meaning of this?
Okay, go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
but honestly though,
Yeah.
so I can never understand for the life of me how people lay with people that are lower than them intellectually. Highly educated woman, I love. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to lay on the bed with you, right? So we need to be able to converse.
Yeah.
However,
That's what I want to hear.
however, highly educated woman, I have no problem with you. But when we're at home, let's be man and woman. That's all.
Thank you very much for saying that. Can I say something?
Yes, now it's your turn.
All right. So you see, one of the problem I have with the orientation of men, especially in Africa, is that the patriarchal, idea is what makes you feel like your woman can't talk when you're in the house.
No. If your woman can't talk when you're Dracula.
Hold on.
You are a Dracula.
It's an idea. That's why I said it's an ideology.
No, but why would
That's
you
what
want?
people
Why
think.
would you want a woman that cannot talk?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what
It's
he's saying, it's an idea.
It's
Just
an idea. It's
explaining
an
things,
orientation of certain
Do you share in
type
that
of
idea?
men. No,
No, I
no,
don't
no,
think
no,
so.
hold on.
I
let
don't
them
think
do
so.
this.
I don't
So
think
it's
so.
an idea of.
Do you share in
Wait,
that
now,
idea?
Femi, let me
Nick?
talk
No.
now.
Okay.
So my point is this, right? Because of that orientation, because of that thought, a lot of men think that women who are intellectual or women who are highly placed have to always bow to them for their voices to be heard. And I'm talking about the men in this case.
A lot of
However,
insecurity, bro.
what you must understand is that because a woman is intellectual or is highly placed or has a very good job or has a better job than you, does not take away the fact that you are a man in her life. It doesn't take that away. So for me personally, I've never thought of a woman, especially a highly intellectual woman, as too much for me to handle. No, because I wouldn't look at myself as someone who is not intellectual as well. It takes two intellectual people for them to communicate properly and communicate in a way where they understand themselves properly. It is only if it's only in cases where the man is less that he will think that the lady is a certain type of way when she, delivers some certain types of conversations to him. Take for instance, if your wife is highly placed and you are not as placed as, or as you are not as on the same level with her, and she tells you certain things or she's discussing certain things with you on her level, you feel inferiority complex. An inferiority
So that's
complex.
the insecurity.
Yeah, so
that
it's
he's talking about.
the inferiority complex that comes to play, and you think that this person is this way or that person is that way. Now there is a caveat. As an intellectual woman, as a highly placed lady, it is one thing to note that character is also key in your relationship with whoever it is that you're with. If you don't have character, if you don't have, if you're not a humble person, if you're not a naturally humble person, it will be very hard for a man not to feel like this person is a no-no.
That's where the red flag comes.
That's
Yeah.
where that's where it
So
comes in.
in situations whereby we're looking at situations whereby, let me just give an example. She has a PhD, you have a master's.
Why?
I'm just giving you an example.
Is an example.
I'm just giving you an example. She has a PhD, you have a master's. Or she has a master's, you have your bachelor's. Or she has a bachelor's.
Something higher degree than you.
She has a higher
Than the guy,
degree
than the woman.
than you
Then
do.
you don't have to be in that relationship, bro.
No, that's not my thing. Now,
no, that's
for me, right?
No.
For me, here's the thing.
Camera,
You're-
face me, face me.
No,
face
but-
me.
Camera
cannot face you. Hold on.
Face me. As a man,
Yeah.
make no mistake about it. Once your woman cannot look up to you, she sees you as a roommate. At no point in time, I've said it before on this black table.
Yes.
If my wife is a governor, best believe I'm running for president.
I totally disagree with what you're saying.
It's fine.
Wait,
Totally
Let him.
disagree.
Hold on,
Hold on.
Bro,
Let
it's
him
fine.
land.
It's fine.
Let him land. Because I need to
Ask-
come in after him.
Yeah.
Bro, you are not coming after me. I they collect. You are not coming
Yeah,
after me.
yeah.
But,
Go ahead.
But let me just say this. The mistake most men make in life is assuming that women reason like men. Women want men that are better than them. Make no mistake about it. No woman wants a man that she's on the same level with. That's how they lose respect for you. I've seen it happen too many times in my life. As a man, always, constantly improve yourself. The day she submits the form for masters, submit your own. Don't be that guy that thinks that, oh, it's fine. She will outgrow you.
Okay. I'll share my thoughts after Akin shares his.
Okay, so it's different folks, different people, different culture, different strokes, different everybody. Yours opinion is different from mine. I prefer women that has more career degrees than me, right? It's to me it could be challenging.
Okay, hold on. Just before you go forward, so you like a woman that's advanced more than you in career?
Yes.
How do you tell her to do doggy?
What are you talking about? We're talking about degrees, right? Are you not talking about degrees, right?
How you turn around?
How do you tell her to do doggy?
Wait.
Let him
How do I tell her to do doggy? Okay, you want us to go to that side, right? How do I ask her to do doggy? In the other room, there's a different ball game, man. It's a different ball game on the other thing. I think you landed.
So that's a mistake.
Bro, let me land. Bro, calm down. He's coming down.
That's a mistake you guys made.
It's my time talking. Hold on.
That's a mistake you guys made.
No. I just said something. Look, for different folks, it's a different way.
Yeah.
What you like is what I don't like it. But I like my woman. Look, I'll support my wife if she's the governor. As in fact, I don't even mind being the nanny. That is me.
That's his thoughts.
I don't. No. Yes, because Baba, calm down. Yes, I'm saying it and I can say, camera, look at me. Yes. Because first of all, is the okay. I know women that consumer could be funny. Some women could be like over their heads and be bossy and something like that. But
God, I beg.
Different situation takes different approach, right? But I'm not talking about a bossy woman right now. I'm just saying that if my woman becomes a governor, I will. Is it more than what's the other of us support? I will over support because it's the role. And again, it's the family name that she's propagating.
Thank you.
It's the family name she's pushing forward. If the grace comes to the woman, that's what God wants. But that doesn't mean that me too. I will now lay back. Let me raise my hand. My wife is the governor. I will now be sleeping. I won't.
Sorry,
it's not about, hold on. It's not about the degree. But if she herself sees that my husband is very, very supportive, she will not. She don't give me. You do more than doggy say you do that room. She will give you she will give you.
Thank you.
I was saying.
Sorry. Can I?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Quickly, let me give you a minute.
So my point is simple. All right. You don't have to be the nanny. I watched an interview during the week of Aisha Yesufu's husband having a conversation. Man is in fact, an impeccable, intelligent gentleman. And he said something. You know what he said? He said, there's something interesting about men like us who have our wives more famous than us.
Yeah.
He said, it's very easy for a weak man to think that because my wife is more famous, that makes me less. You know why? He said, because my job is not to think that she's more than me. My job is to stand behind her as a pillar and make sure that I ward off any form of attack from her. That means that he's not a babysitter. Yeah. He's literally a foundation, a pillar behind his wife, making sure that he supports her to the
behind every successful woman
is also a strong pillar of a man.
No. So to
Rob,
I like that. I like that convo. I like that convo. Let's destroy both your arguments in one sweep. Zainab, do you want a man that is beneath you?
No, she doesn't.
Hold on. Do you want a man that is beneath you, you're equal or better than you?
Of course. No, she knows that.
So me say, do you want a man that is beneath you, you're equal or better than you?
No, Femi.
End of.
Femi.
End of.
Femi, let me come in.
End of.
Everybody has their own opinion.
No, let me come in. Let me come in real quick.
You always do.
And these are some points that I just want to make with where my mind is going to, and I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. We've seen situations, and I'm sure, Femi, you've been there. You're in 100 level, right? And you're marking this chick that's in 300 level.
Yep.
Do you understand?
She sees something in you. That's
but here's the thing. She's in 300 level.
Yep.
You're in 100 level.
Yep.
She's in levels above you.
Yep.
But there's something about you as a man that she sees is a man that she can be with. I'm saying that because I feel paper qualifications don't make you more
than-
or less than someone.
So hold on.
Because some people
Thank you very
some
much.
people that went to school and some people that did not go to school doesn't mean that the people that went to school are more than those that did not go. So it's how you carry yourself,
Gang.
how you present yourself, and what you do.
No, I like that.
You get where I'm coming from?
No, but
Now-
I'm going to ask you a question. How many times have you heard women tell you that the reason why I left my marriage is because I outgrew him?
Good. That
No,
happens.
how many times?
It doesn't happen that much, but in
How
those,
many times?
it rarely happens, but it happens.
It
How many
rarely
times
happens.
Also, but how many times also
When
that
they've
the woman will
outgrown-
say that I'm standing with my
No
man
man,
because he's
no
a pillar
man,
of
camera,
support.
focus.
Yeah.
No man has ever said, I left my marriage because I outgrew my wife.
It doesn't happen.
No, because that's
From
not the way men
from the
think.
men- yeah, that's the way men think.
The mistake you guys make is that the way women think, women like men. Women, they don't just like, they love men that they can look up
Yes,
to.
but what I want you to understand is, yes, you want to look up to someone. Because you have a PhD and he doesn't mean you're not going to look up to him.
Bro.
There's a level to which children still revere their fathers and parents that didn't go to school. I'm just trying to. There's a point where I'm trying
There's
to make.
no woman.
There's this
Bro,
point I'm
bro,
trying-
let me
But it's not-
let me
this-
help you.
this-
Let me
this
help
is
you.
not cast
You
in
can
stone,
phrase
no?
it. You can phrase it any way you want. It's fine. But the reality of life remains.
Yes.
That the day a woman understands and believes that I've outgrown this guy, you are done.
Femi, let me give you an example. Do you have a PhD?
Do I have a PhD? No.
Yeah. Good. Can you handle a woman with a PhD?
Why I would never move to a woman with a PhD?
I know
bro.
you're
a no,
married
that's
now,
a
but
no, right?
so
I wouldn't.
that's a
Even
broken-
if I was single, I wouldn't move to a woman with a PhD.
No.
So is that you're afraid
So-
of the challenge?
No,
No,
because
let's-
I know my skills.
So
and
you
my-
feel she's
No,
above you?
Wait. Let's rephrase.
He will never feel.
Hold on.
I know
Let's
Femi.
rephrase.
Femi doesn't think there's
I
any
need to
woman
ask him
above him
this
because
question.
he's a man.
Yes, hold on.
You get me?
Femi, hold on. Okay, so as at today,
Yeah.
your wife does not have a PhD. What happens tomorrow? She gets a scholarship for a PhD.
Then you will file for a divorce.
I won't file for a
Don't
divorce.
just answer.
No, because I'll put in for a PhD. It's not that hard.
Okay,
Because
but
I
what
understand
But what
that
if she
women
now
would-
says? What if she says, "I got my PhD first"?
Bro, I see, you guys always make that mistake. I don't know where you guys learn this thing from.
English.
But the reality of life,
We have to defend our
the
women.
reality
Yes,
of life is that a woman, they just told you, a woman likes a man that she can look up to. The day, I've seen it happen too many times. The day a woman believes that, I don't pass this guy, you are
All right.
done.
All right.
Your days are numbered.
I agree with you, but I just feel
Femi,
paper qualification.
Okay.
Paper qualification. For example, we talked about governors and senators here.
Right.
We know our governors and senators don't have any paper qualification when it comes to PhDs
Some of them.
and stuff like that.
Some of them.
Not all
Some
of
of
them.
them.
And some
But
of
what
them,
I'm trying
their
to tell you
wives
now is,
have PhD.
so what I'm trying to tell you now is that men in certain positions that don't have the paper qualification, women still look up to them.
Bro, it's not. So I always say, I've said this on this show too many times. It's never about paper qualifications.
Good.
As a man,
That's what you.
Yeah.
as a man, build yourself to the point where you are completely desirable to old, young, newborn.
Okay.
Until you do that.
So that would
Don't
take
play.
us that would take us to our next point of discussion, because I was watching this interview that 50 Cent was on, and we all know 50 Cent is not he's not married, but he's a baby daddy. He has kids and stuff like that.
Got baby
And
mamas.
he sees husbands as happy hostages. As happy hostages. And he said he has never made that mistake. That he has made many mistakes in his life, but he hasn't made the mistake of getting married. We're all married here on the table. Do any of us here feel like we made mistakes?
No.
Are we happy hostages in our relationships? Because your wife might have a PhD and you don't. Are you just taking it and be like, I'm content? Anyone here before we move on to our next discussion?
Well, I'm content anyway. So,
Yeah, you said that it doesn't matter for you now.
yeah, I'm content.
So you're telling me that you're comfortable changing diapers while your wife's at the office?
Well, idiomatic expression.
So-
Diapers,
so-
right?
Hold on.
Hold on.
I just asked
But
you a yes or no
I'm still going to say
question.
yes, because I'm not saying diaper literally.
No,
But the point is
I'm
that I'm going to
saying
say
So the
literally,
question is,
bro.
whose diaper are they changing?
No,
Okay,
hold on.
I'm saying
Bro.
Like, it's not your child.
No, but hold on.
I don't understand. You don't
Hold
understand.
on.
Okay, no, let's
So
learn.
you're telling me that you're comfortable with your wife she dresses up in the morning, goes to work, while you stay at home with the kids. Is that what you're saying? Yes or no?
Yes, I'm comfortable.
You're
but
comfortable
that's
with
not
that?
my situation. But
No,
I
no,
am comfortable.
Why did you have to say that's not my situation?
But
Because you know it's not
hello,
ideal.
hold
It's
on.
okay
Now.
like battle for rival now.
We are putting.
You know it's not ideal, bro.
There was a time she was actually the one breadwinner of the house. At one
How
point,
long did
like
that
she
last?
was.
And you,
a breadwinner of
you
the
made
house.
it worked for you.
Is that-
It worked
yeah,
for
it
you.
worked.
Bro.
But that doesn't mean I was idle
Let me
also.
tell you
on,
something.
hold on.
I was
I'm
taking care
going
of
to
the
say
house, so
something.
she was
guys-
taking
No,
care of
hold
the
on. You
house.
have been talking
Wait.
since. No, you need to chill.
No, hold on.
No, Femi, you
So
need to
how
chill.
long did that last?
No,
Wait,
sit.
how long-
Hold
yeah,
on,
yeah,
hold on,
let's
hold on.
say
You need to
deck,
chill.
deck,
Chill,
yeah.
you need to chill. The thing is this. You see, my problem with men like Femi.
The table is
No,
shaking
hold on.
tonight.
The problem I have with men like Femi is the fact that they have this. I don't want to sound condescending.
No,
but-
sound. Please do.
No, but
my
they,
ego
they,
high.
have, they, have this,
Sound.
they have this vibe
Destroy the
of,
table,
you
sir.
know, this, you know, I don't want, maybe this, not ego. I don't want to say ego.
It's not ego. My ego is the size of the
I want to say,
I will help you. My ego is the size of the Twin
this alpha
Towers.
male-ish
Yes,
mentality.
yes.
But you know what?
And I make no
hold on,
apologies
hold on.
about
So
it.
what you must understand is this. It is men like you that travel abroad with their wives and that marriage crashes. And I'll tell you why.
Why?
Let me tell you. Listen,
Why?
because I can bet this with you. If you travel abroad with your wife as we speak right now, your wife is more likely to get a better job than you as we speak. And when she does, you will feel
Hold on. Hold on.
There goes the problem.
Camera, face me.
There goes the problem.
Why is camera just
Face
facing
me.
you?
I'm loving the table
That's
tonight.
Hold on. So to correct you and to redirect your brain so that
Yes.
you don't make that mistake again.
Yes.
Yeah, wow.
I can never, me, as you see me, nobody in this world is better than me. Not because I believe, because I know.
Wow, that's
So
my
let me
man. My
help you.
man.
When we both finished from Lasso, I understood that, okay, I'm chasing entrepreneurship. This is a very rocky road. I have 3 degrees from the London College of Fashion. I paid for it.
Degrees.
You know why? Because I know that the day I fall off, the woman that loves you today cannot love you for the next 10 years when you're off
So
the
you
table.
think that your wife loves you because you are something?
Do you think any woman loves you because you don't have anything? Are you delusional?
Hey!
Why you people lying to
table-
yourself though?
The table.
No, but why you people lying to yourself?
Gentlemen.
Why you
the
people lying to
table-
yourself? There's no
the
woman that loves you
table-
because you're nothing.
The table is black.
A woman
tonight.
only loves you because of your prospect. Even if you don't have the money now, the possibility that you might have it. If you make the mistake of not having it, your eye go clear.
So that's it.
No, wait. Pause.
You are the chosen.
Pause.
Well
Pause. Now,
They play
let
my
me tell you
parts.
something about this man, Femi.
That is on Google.
The Black Table has been on for what, 2 years now? This September? We should have a party soon. The bar does things to you.
Yeah,
have
I
you seen
know,
Femi
bro.
tonight?
Yeah,
Have
he's
you
a
know
different,
Femi
he's a
tonight?
different Femi on the couch.
No, but I've always been like, no, but I've always been like this though.
The table just got blacker.
No, but I've always been like this, bro.
Listen, we're going to take a break. When we come back, our main topic of discussion, and I'm going to start with Femi at the bar. Femi's on fire.
I've always been on fire, bro.
Femi's on
I've
fire.
always been on
He's better than
Even
all
your
of us.
producer hates me, but I don't care.
Femi's
I
better than
don't
all of
care.
us. F him.
I don't
but
care.
he's better than all of us. We're going to kick his ass tonight. After the show, we're going to beat... Madam, your husband is coming home bruised. We're going to beat this
No, but
guy.
she know who she married now.
But we're coming
She know who
back.
she married.
We're coming back in a few minutes to treat our topic. Keep sending your questions in. We're going to treat them tonight. Oh boy! Welcome back. The Black Table is hot tonight. I'm even sweating, but we're all gentlemen here, and we always kiss and make up at the end
You
of
are
the day.
You are who?
Yeah, you be
You are
girl.
who?
You be woman.
Let's go straight into our topic for discussion tonight. How long should courtship last before marriage? We're going to start with Femi in the bar, because he's on fire tonight. You're married. Let me start with that. How long did your relationship last before you got married? And how long do you think relationships should last before marriage?
It's a very difficult question because, first of all, I think my own courtship lasted longer than it should.
How long?
Which is how long?
How long?
I met her in Lasso. They've been there for 3 years, then 2 years. It was 5 years. It shouldn't take that long.
Maybe because you met her in school. That was also
No,
part of it.
but honestly, it shouldn't take that long because the honest truth is, and I'm going to be very honest with you, as a woman, if you're going to invest 5 years of your life in a relationship that might work or might not work, it's a risky game you shouldn't play.
No.
Because the truth of a man can get married in his 40s, his 50s, his 60s, and his 70s. You don't have that luxury as a woman, right? And it doesn't take a whole day to recognize sunshine.
True.
And I will forever say this, that you don't have to have it all figured out before you guys realize that, okay, you know what, we want to do this. In fact, I believe without a doubt in my soul that if you guys marry or meet and make things work, when you both have nothing, the tendency that you will divorce is very low. Because you met at the very bottom.
Yeah, and
Do
you
understand?
grew together.
You grew together.
Yeah.
However, if you walking into somebody's life when they are already made, God be with you.
Like you said, they already have PhDs.
God be with
All
you.
right, let's put Mr. Akin on the spot. How long was your relationship before you got married? And how long do you think it should take? before
25
people-
years.
Yeah.
I can tell you, 25 years.
Okay, so my friendship / courtship, well, I believe in marrying my friend anyway. So we started, I think during the LYC camp. Then, so summarize it like two years plus few months. 2 years plus few months, and January to Master, a few months, like 3 months. So 2 years, 3 months. So, and we tied the knots. So that was like, for me,
2 years after NYC.
yeah, 2 years after NYC.
That means you were already situated.
No, I was growing up.
And she was growing up as well.
Yeah, I was just growing up. She was also
So
working,
now,
yes.
what would you recommend as,
So-
as a time frame,
So
length period?
different strokes, different people. I have a friend that she met the husband at one of this dating app. 6 months they got married. They have three kids now,
Yep.
doing well.
Risk
In
you.
fact, the wife has she's well situated and living with us. But hey, they're there and they're doing fine. But it depends on your person, your two of you.
Yeah.
You decide, because you need to know yourself. Not just marriage is like nobody wants a divorce. So marriage is like long. So you need to be your friends to each other, understand yourself. I always say something that I don't put love in the front because they say love is blind.
Yeah.
Quote unquote. So I don't do love first. Love is not my first 2 or first 3 letters when I meet you. But you grow into it. You know yourself, because know yourself it's much more and a big part of understanding than not say, oh, I love her. The first time I saw her, I love her. Yeah, BS. I beg.
Okay, so you make love before you
Love
find
was
love.
not first. Love was not first of my 2, 3 options.
You look like the
So
type-
It was
let me help
Yeah,
you.
wait.
No.
You didn't get it. You didn't
Hold
get
on.
You
I don't know.
didn't
it. I said you make love before you find love.
No, let's talk about that.
So, Mr. Akin.
I'm not a joke.
So, Mr. Akin,
Yes, boss.
you are telling us on this table today
Okay.
that when you married your wife, you are not in love with her.
No, when I married her, I was in love with her. But when I met her, it wasn't love. I didn't let love
You are not
blind.
You are not going home tonight.
Yeah,
Then go book hotel for you.
I didn't make
The
love
premium-
blind
the-
my mind.
Then go put
Premium
hotel for you.
MC. I've met your wife before, lovely lady. I want to know how long it took for you to make her yours,
Well-
and what you would suggest.
No,
to others.
they're not Game Boy now.
Well,
It was
you
probably the
really-
first 10 minutes.
Really?
Now, Game Boy,
If I'm
Lele.
going to be honest with you, totally, I did not think I was going to marry my wife.
Why?
When I married her, because when we met, I met my wife. I think I've said it on the table before. I met her at the wedding. She was the chief bridesmaid. You know,
And
it
you
was
were the
very
MC?
weird. I was the MC.
Hey!
You know,
My nigga!
my wife fell in love with me even before she saw me.
Hold on.
She
What
literally,
was me on that?
before she saw
She
me,
just heard the
she just
voice.
heard my voice, and
I
she
just
said,
said,
she was
"Ma-"
telling her friend that, who is that MC? Who's that guy? You know.
Mrs. Dead, Mrs. Dead,
And then,
we need you to confirm
I'm
this.
sure, she will be very pissed that I said this, because she's always like, don't say this story, But, the thing is, we dated for a while, and I think I fell in love with my wife out of the fact that I knew that she needed somebody. Yes. Now, hold on, listen.
Make she talk. Make the guy
Hold
talk.
on.
Bro,
listen. Just
rephrase
hold on, let me
it,
talk.
then
Hold
go
on.
drag you.
Hold on.
I'm looking, you're my
Hold
guy. I'm
on
looking,
now.
you're
Let
wearing
me
my
talk.
brand. I'm
You're
looking
not
out for
letting me
you,
talk.
bro.
Listen,
You
calm
said
down.
your wife fell in love with you
Calm
because she
down.
feels she
Let me
needed
talk.
someone, bro.
Let me talk.
Yeah.
When we were dating, shortly whilst we were dating, my wife lost the last of her parents, her mom.
Oh, okay.
If you had listened,
I get you.
you would have
I get you
understood.
now, bro.
Listen.
I get you.
So
I get
at
you.
the
I get you.
time when we were, obviously I was,
The
in-
knight
I was
in
in the-
shining armor.
No. So I was at the time. In fact, the day
Dead
her
grab a
mom
guy,
died,
don't worry.
her friend called me. I literally left my house and I didn't come back to my house until after 1 week.
Superman, my
Literally.
man.
So I was with her throughout the phase, of that, and
The grief,
it just made me.
pillar of support.
Because I mean, I've been alone all my life, So I just
Yeah, the
I felt like I'm giving her my all. Like, you know what? From today, it is you and I.
Oh.
So during that time,
You
must have
understand?
seen
So
certain
I have
things
seen
that-
a lot of things at
Yeah.
the time, but I did not know who she was. I'm telling you today that even after 2 years of my marriage, I still did not know who my wife was.
Discovery.
It's a
So
great learning process.
it's still, even till now, my brother, we're almost 5 years. I'm still learning her every day. So what is my argument? My argument is simple. It doesn't really matter how long you're together with a person before you get married to the person. It doesn't matter. There are people, like you said, there are people who see each other 2-3 months, 4-5 months, 6 months. They get married and they're fine. There are people who are together for 10 years.
And they break up.
And they break up 2
All right.
months after the marriage.
Now,
Do you understand?
Let me come in.
So let me give you.
You need to hear your own version
sorry,
also.
Sorry,
Can't
let me,
just
so
come.
sorry,
I'll give you-
so sorry. Let me give you a
Just
quick. Let me
ask
give you a
us
quick
and-
one, just to end my conversation. I know of a friend who has been together with her husband for years, and they have gone separate ways. It turns out that they were better friends than husband and wife.
Yeah. That happens. That happens.
So you must understand that
So it's
the
a learn-
dynamics,
it's a learning
the
process for
dynamics of
different
marriage
people.
is very,
Yeah.
very,
Yeah.
intricate, and it's
yeah.
very, very tricky.
It's not one,
Do you
one
understand?
size fits
It's
all.
not one side, exactly.
one
So that's
size
just
fits all.
it.
I want to quickly say something because Rich Uncle made a comment earlier on talking about how men have an advantage to be able to get married when they're 40, 50, 60, or 70. Women don't have that privilege. So in my case, the first 8 months that I knew my lovely wife, I knew that I wanted her to be my wife. But we did it for about 3 years, and then we tied the knot. Now I'm saying this because I've had friends. I have a friend that who turned 40 and decided to get married. Now at that age, you can't be saying I'm going to date for 3-5 years, like other people are.
Time, exactly.
Time.
Exactly.
So his current wife, when he met her in 6 months, he knew that let's not waste time. Let's do this. You get me? So it's an experience, like you all say. So let's go to some of our messages here for the Black Table and hear what people have to say in regards to this. But just to say certain things, I just feel there's no real time frame.
No,
It's when
at
you,
all. There's no-
you get to
absolutely, yeah.
learn and know people either within marriage or not.
But don't waste a woman's time,
So
though.
at
woman should
Shemilore
always demand
says,
time too.
we have a message here from Shemilore. It says, see how Rich Uncle is looking sexy at the bar. Hello, barman. I'm upset with this because I've been at the bar for years and I've
No
never
comments,
looked
no
that way.
compliments.
Anyways, some of these politicians are only looking for ways to better their lives and that of their family members. The people must know and see them as the enemy of progress. No governor deserves to collect any pension once his tenure is over. Damilola says, my husband felt so insecure with my career growth that he began to show it through actions and refused to pay some major bills in the house. Now, according to him, I was growing too fast and he suggested that I resign and open a shop.
Why?
I refused blatantly and it led to separation. There is no freaking way I'm going to feel guilty for growing in my career. Now, at Peter says, last week someone tweeted that he wanted to know your female producers. Imagine dating one of them. Intelligent ladies producing you guys, and then imagine my brain telling me to treat her bad because I am insecure. Never. Real quick, last one. At Zion says, I swear I cannot dare miss an episode of your show. If you guys are arguing like this on live TV, I can imagine what behind the scenes will look like.
Idiots!
He says,
Idiots!
now also Zion says your female producers, they try, gone. And if there's enough time, can I take one more, just one more from Sade? It's the last
last
one.
one.
Last one.
Sade says, you guys, it's Rich Uncle shouting, camera face me for me. That's Sade.
For her.
Camera face me for
Like,
me.
I don't understand. Camera face you like, is
And
it
now
a mirror?
I'm gonna put Rich
Mirror.
Uncle. I'm gonna put Rich Uncle on the spot. You're gonna give us the tip for the day.
As a man,
Give us the tip in 10 seconds,
camera,
real quick.
focus.
Yeah, camera here.
As a man,
Yeah.
always, constantly improve yourself. Constantly. Make no mistake about it. Always improve yourself.
Good.
Thank you.
And that's
Okay,
the
Mike.
Black Table for tonight. Next week, we might be sober with Mr. Olamide Oshofa. Thank you for tuning in. See you guys next Friday.
All right.
We have to run.